safe until the end. Your guards, their shields are slowly coming down. They're getting weaker, 'cause every time I find something new, I fall back, poisoned by the serpent anew. And all the feelings I have had, we are on the way, we are on the way. But we have nothing to say. Will we let our fears and regrets get the best of us? We'll lock the doors, we'll lock the doors, keep the world from getting in. Let's go. But after all the words they've said, we will become our failures. We have no one else to blame. We're getting weaker all the time. We'll lock the doors, we'll lock the doors. The world will get in, and they end. When the walls collapse on you, when the walls collapse on you, when the walls collapse on you, no one will mourn. These walls all around will collapse on you. These walls all around you, no one will mourn. These walls all around will collapse on you. These walls all around will collapse on you.
Alright folks, welcome to the besidesthenorm podcast. My name is Scuba, we've got Monk here. And my phone's gone off.
Turn your
Unbelievable.
fucking
I'll get my phone turned
phone
off the
off.
fucking new.
Scooby-Doo.
I'll get it fucking sorted in.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Right
So-
in front of my face, unfortunately.
Aye. So unfortunately, the council wasn't on last night, so we're not going to be talking about that today.
No. Where the fuck did they go, like?
I know, eh? It's like
They
they
don't
stopped for
advertise it.
It's like they stopped for the holiday period.
No fucking Christmas anymore. Calm down.
Aye, that's it.
You're the fucking council, you didn't get to take a job. Take a day off.
I didn't mean the actual council stopped working during
Oh,
that
right.
time. I meant the programme.
They probably did as well.
The kind of weekly thing we talk about.
The real council. The council.
The real
probably did
council, aye. The real
stop
council.
as well, though. Let's
Aye.
be honest.
Aye.
I mean, the fucking Parliament stopped. Did
I
I ever
I
moan
think
to you
told me about this. You want to tell the listeners?
about how many fucking holidays they get? It's ridiculous.
Like skill holidays, like too much.
All people constantly moan, back in my day we didn't have autism. It's unrelated. We didn't have all these skill holidays and all these things, and we turned out fine. First of all, no, you didn't. You all turned out conservative. So
Yeah.
that's bullshit. Second of all, that's fucking bullshit. Right? And third of all, politicians get more fucking holidays than skill parents. So then they start to push. Talking shit.
There you go.
They get loads of holidays. It's amazing. I want to be an MP.
Like how many holidays? Like
Like $1 million, roughly.
cool. $1 million a year.
Like there's 365 days in the year. They get roughly about 364 days holiday.
Right.
So give or take.
Well, we both know that's not true. So just whatever you say.
No, but like, and so they get like a summer holidays,
Ah,
a summer recess.
Jesus.
They get like Christmas is. I reckon how long it starts, how long it's on for.
Well,
I think they're
at
off.
least you get a week or something after. Stop ruling the world. It's unbelievable.
But the thing is, I think they're probably still ruling the world
Ah,
because they've got the fucking the NWO and that involved, have they not?
oh, didn't brother?
So
Didn't bother.
I think they've.
Been watching wrestling documentaries like for the past fucking 3 weeks. The Monday Night War.
I've still got chicken like stuck to me.
Wipe it on yourself like a real man.
Fat person thing you say, man.
That's it. That's
Chicken stuck to me. Oh, it's the best chicken I've had all day. Fucking. And it is, because I've had chicken twice today.
That's it.
Both very
smelly,
unhealthy.
terrible chicken satay you had today.
Aye.
Awful smelling stuff.
It's fucking delicious.
But awesome,
tasting,
delicious, aye.
It's got shit chili sauce with it, though. It's pish.
Aye, it's pretty
See, as a fat person, right, I hate things that fat people are normally associated with.
Yeah.
Do you move that so that I can move this mic?
Shit, aye, totally.
Cheers, Chief.
Hey, Blunt.
Mayonnaise. Pish. Hate mayonnaise.
Aye,
And yeah, it's meant to be a fat person's gold mine.
Which is basically
No,
like oil
shit.
and egg. Is
Aye,
what it
it's
is.
shit. I didn't like... I fucking hate mayonnaise.
Aye.
Peanut butter, can't stand the shit.
Aye, it's dry and
Butter,
not
hate
delicious. Aye, I do like butter either.
butter.
It's stupid as fuck.
Chocolate. I mean, I didn't dislike the taste of chocolate,
I could
but
pass by chocolate.
I eat a fucking Kinder Egg and I feel like I want to die.
Aye.
I just didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy, like...
It's one of the things, man. Is it, we're no sweet tooth people.
No.
But like a big munch.
We're like a big munch, but savoury shit, like. You like your
yeah.
savoury fucking foods, man.
That's it. That's the way it goes.
Because we're hardcore.
Because we're crazy cases of nut.
Totally.
But aye, fucking... so the console wasn't on last night. So that kind of ruined our day a wee bit. But we have got a few other things to talk about. Craig's got a wee interesting detail to go through for us.
Oh, yes.
We've got some nice news and shit. In fact, aye, let's talk about Christmas. How do you feel Christmas went? Because we had a sort of a calm down dinner this year. Usually we hear kind of a nice starter and then a McCool meal, a big fucking beast of a meal. But then we calmed down the meal this year. Mum kind of put a lot less food in it.
We didn't have a starter. We still had the exact same main course, though. Didn't we?
But I felt great this Christmas. You kind of felt still awful, but I was...
Because at this point I'd had like a lifestyle change in my life, which is generally where you have lifestyle changes. So I'd been getting up early every day and eating my Weetabix and sort of being active and productive during the day, as opposed to sleeping till fucking, in the morning and then like just getting up and pie for my breakfast and whatever. So I'd been sort of trying to live healthy and eat loads of water, drink loads of water. Wow, fucking that up. Drinking loads of water and eating like sort of cereal and shit like that. So I'd been up that day, I'd had my breakfast, which is something that I'd never do on Christmas. And then I had fucking alcohol for my breakfast as well. That was delicious.
Big Blue Wicked, man.
Big Blue Wicked, man. I got to be
brunch.
a homosexual, apparently, for the day.
It's fantastic. So we can...
That's how other people define me. I'm not defining that. I'm not Richard Hammond, right? I'm not a big homophobe because I don't drink WKD.
There's no sort of kids hanging about in as well. We've not got kids, and Mum's not obviously not got... Well, Mum has got kids. I was about to say she's not got kids, but she has got kids.
She's not really any mere.
No. So it's kind of...
Because we both adults.
Aye. It's merely
Yes.
it's merely a kind of a drinking affair, really. That's what happens.
Me and you're drinking. She can't.
Aye. She did try...
And even then, I'm cutting down way... I'm cutting way down on the fucking alcohol I'm consuming as well. I'm shit. I can't get too old.
Well, that's it. We done sort of your traditional Christmas Day thing. Went to Mum's. Boxing Day, it went to Dad's. And that was a whole different story. It's a whole different thing.
That's a
Going
lot of alcohol.
Dad's for a pity, basically, rather than for a meal sort of thing.
Got food though.
There was food there.
We had chicken.
Yeah, chicken again. Chicken to us. But it was good. It was a good kind of Christmas period. All went kind of well. I've been fired from my fucking DJing job, which is fantastic. I had my...
Officially yet?
No, officially, nah.
Not officially. So
Well, maybe no.
Probably a good idea to talk about it live then.
Aye. I think though.
Hope
the guy's not got back to me at all.
You could hope that he would listen to this and see the funny side.
Well, the thing is as well, my laptop's still not working. And it's not going to be working for New Year.
So you've been fired at the Christmas.
How
you going to get fired on your day off?
Totally. That's exactly what's happened.
Fuck's sake.
Do
I explain the story?
Well, there's been nothing but fucking arse up after arse up. I bought a new laptop because my old one was starting to get a wee bit dodgy. It was kind of... tunes were skipping a wee bit now and again. So I thought, right, I'll get a fresh new laptop. for the work, because I knew I'd be working every Saturday night and doing Christmas and New Year and all that stuff. So I'll get a new fresh laptop, everything will be fucking perfect. Went down one Friday night, and I think this was like the third week I had the laptop. Went down one Friday night, and I just would not go on. Like, it went on for a few minutes, and then it's like the decks kind of stopped working after a few minutes, and then the software paused. So I had to restart the fucking computer and everything to get it working again. I've done it 5 times. I was like, listen, I've done it 5 times. It's not going to fucking work. I'm going to go back in and sort it. And I'll hopefully get back in for the morning's night, because it was a Friday night. I randomly got asked in. So, done that. So they came in. Craig obviously helped fix it the following day by a Google search, I'm assuming.
Aye.
So we managed to get the problem fixed. It was basically one of my folders, which is basically we general mix things I use that are like 10 minutes long, so I could go for a pee or a fag or something like that. Just chuck them on and fuck off. Mostly a fag.
Although if you're drinking beer, it's 25 minutes.
Basically, I've got my 25-minute bladder set. So basically, these are just wee mix I used. Maybe a couple of them were contaminated. So therefore fucking up the whole folder, and then that seemed to fuck up the entire software. So we got that fixed, and I done Saturday night, and it was fine. No problem whatsoever.
Aye, get that?
We'll get that, we'll get to that fucking soon.
You can laugh at how stupid Big Christopher is.
Aye. So I done that, and then obviously the weekend after was Christmas. I was supposed to be doing that. A few days beforehand, my laptop just wouldn't turn on. Like, it went on, but it was like, I see like repairing disk drive or something like that, like the hard disk drive. And I left it said will take an hour or more. I left it on for 12 hours and it didn't work. And we've since been inside it, try to check the fucker, so I'm going to have to take it somewhere to get fixed. Hopefully should have that issue sorted within probably a few weeks, so I have to send that away.
Oh, fuck.
So it'll probably be a few weeks, so I guarantee I've been sacked. I'm sacking myself right now, like live on air. I'm sacking myself. Officially just getting sacked, that's what's happening.
So destroy Giant Christopher.
So basically, what's that ridiculous fucking statement you made there? Real DJs use old DJs use vinyl. Idiot DJs use vinyl. People with too much fucking money use vinyl. Idiots, absolute fucking cretins.
Well, someone's better.
Use vinyl.
Is that because Stephen can't afford vinyl?
That's basically because I can't afford vinyl. And I wouldn't use vinyl anyway.
Oh, he's replied.
The fucking inconvenience alone is enough to no fucking do it. I didn't really mean what's going on. I'm crazy. It does great me, Christopher. Thank you very much. It's just the inconvenience alone is just fucking unneeded in this day and age when there's so much fucking better stuff you could be using.
In order to have like the same collection that you have in the laptop, you need to carry 25 boxes.
Like I've got
thousands of fucking.
I've got 40,000 songs, at least probably more than that now because I keep adding to the collection all the fucking time. In order to keep that kind of amount of fucking collection, you would have to have multiple crates, a whole room dedicated to different vinyl records.
And then how do you carry that into a fucking...
And how do you... Exactly.
Oh, can I get this song? And again, give me an hour to find it.
A huge part of my job is to take requests as well. How the fuck you would go for all your vinyl to try and find certain requests? I don't know how they done it in the old days.
I didn't
think they fucking did. Because a lot of people complain now about getting requests. But I can take requests because I can just type it in, find it, no bother at all. I'm going to diss my boss a wee bit as well while I'm here. Might have been sacked, fuck it, I'll just go for it.
You're not being sacked, you're making yourself sacked.
Aye, totally.
You're making this worse for yourself.
That's alright. He was talking about the same thing, but he was talking about CD decks and stuff like that. And he mentioned the fact that you can't just rely on software. And it was you that pointed out once I mentioned to you about CD decks, you were like, it's still software. Software fucks up. I've had the same issues when I was working at the YMCA in Kirkcaldy.
You literally had the same issue, which is
the
why
exact
you
same
were sacked.
issue, which is no for that.
Somebody else did though.
Aye, basically that's
Your
why I was working there.
sacked.
I was the replacement for it.
No, your replacement for Christmas.
Aye, that was another thing. The replacement I got.
Who uses CDJs?
He uses.
CDJs.
I think he's got the same thing as me, but I think he uses like software.
His decks were broken though.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. He uses software. I use decks as well.
Aye, but you said his decks were broken.
I know. I said his decks were broken.
Huh.
Yes.
So
that means he's using software. It could mean anything.
Yeah, I'm saying the point is that these people act as if you need to just use hardware.
Aye.
But,
aye. It's just one of these things that happens.
That fucking hurt.
So basically, my laptop has let me down a fucking good job. So bit annoyed by that. So I'm losing out on money. Now, it would have been fucking great New Year. I kind of got amazing things planned for Hogmanay and shit, so fucked it, basically. Fuck it. Well, I didn't fuck it. My laptop fucked it. It's kind of really annoying, man. Most DJs are live producing. You can't do that on vinyl. Basically, there you go. There's a good fucking point there.
Most
right there.
DJs.
Well, there's a good few DJs doing it as well. Like
Most. That's a big number.
Aye, to be fair, aye. But like, no, the mobile DJs. He's talking about performance DJs, basically.
Right.
But there's a lot of kind
Which
of.
you're not.
I'm not.
You're not good enough.
It's not even that. It's easy to do that stuff.
Also that then.
And also, I didn't have enough money for NPCs and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, I just ranting wanted to get out just while I was here. We'll go on to Craig's thing. You ready?
Can we talk about someone else first?
Alright, when you go.
Ronda Rousey.
What?
Her fight on
Is it Saturday night? I'm assuming.
Saturday night, I think. She's looking fucking beastly, by the way.
Oh.
Have you seen the picture
Like
of her?
harder. Or
She looks like a fucking, like a monster right now.
Oh.
She is going to kick some cunts in, by the way.
fuck
I
off.
reckon if that's true. But just by the look of her, she looks so much better now than she did in her last fight.
Right.
She looks fucking ripped as fuck.
Fuck off.
She's gone in fucking powerhouse and Terminatoring up the place. That was very difficult to get out.
Terminator.
I'm well fucking looking forward to her
Ah,
coming back now.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Are we going to sit up and watch it?
Probably not.
Nah. Aye, because usually the main event fights and
It's
that
like
are
6
like
o'clock.
6 o'clock. Ah, fuck that.
Aye, fuck
I'll-
that
I'll
shit.
fucking-
What's
I'll see it in the morning.
what's Giant Christopher?
I want her to touch me. He says Christopher.
Aye. She would knock you the fuck out, love.
Aye, she would touch you and it just fucking ruin your bones.
Aye.
That's what would be happening there. When no sex happening, just cracked bones.
I'd be scared to be in a relationship with her. 'Cause she would punch fuck at me.
Goldberg as well, the commentator for UFC, is also leaving that same night.
Is it?
Is it Bill or Mike Goldberg or something like that? I think Christian would be ken. Is it Mike or Bill Goldberg? Tell
Bill
us.
Goldberg's a fucking wrestler.
Bill Goldberg's a wrestler, but I'm not sure if that's his
Mike Goldberg?
name or no. It could be Mike. I'm not sure. Chris might ken. Chris might be able to tell us. But aye, fucking, he's leaving that same night as well.
Raw.
It's been like a long time. Raw. I get what you mean.
His name's Raw Goldberg.
No, he's no. So he's leaving on that same night. Is it 207 or something like that?
207.
207. So I'm looking forward to that. He doesn't ken. Fuck it.
Oh.
So I'm looking.
Silly Christopher.
Aye. We're looking forward to seeing that, man. That should be pretty cool. So
Totally.
any other good fights?
can.
You can shit about UFC.
I can
you just
share
heard
about
it-
UFC. I
Aye.
can about Conor McGregor and I can about Ronda Rousey.
Aye.
And then I could play it off like I ken stuff because I ken
Aye.
some of the more old school
Mhm.
people like Royce Gracie and stuff like that.
Aye.
And Ken Shamrock, but everybody can Ken Shamrock.
That's one of the things. There's a lot of people that just dive in straight for Conor McGregor, and and then they go on about it like they've known stuff for years.
Right.
Then they say things. Oh, I should have fucking done this. Should have done that. You shut the fuck up.
See, I could pass myself off as knowing about
Aye.
UFC because I could do a wee bit of research here and there, can fuck all about the sport and still speak like I ken what I'm talking about because I've listened to somebody saying something on this particular thing and just copy them. And I'll come across like I ken stuff and I didn't ken stuff. But I'm more than happy to admit that I didn't ken anything.
Absolutely.
But I will happily fuck with people that support Conor McGregor all the time. 'Cause that's fun.
It's a weird kind of double-edged sword with Conor McGregor. I like him. I think he's cool.
He's an arrogant fuck,
He's an arrogant
which
bastard.
makes it funny.
Aye. But
But he can also fight as well,
he
annoyingly.
can also fight. Aye. But I kind of
I
like
want
him.
arrogant people to get knocked the fuck out, but he keeps winning these fucking fights.
Aye.
Pisses me off. I hate.
And he's humble in defeat as well, which you can't hate him for either.
It's
'Cause when he
annoying.
does get
he
bad,
does
he's like-
everything that I hate.
Aye.
He's arrogant before fights.
Aye.
He's actually humble after fights, win or lose. Actually, so fair enough.
Aye.
Well, until he gets the mic on him,
Aye.
like properly gets the mic on him, he's like, "Oh, I would just like to take this time to apologise to absolutely no one. What a cunt! What
You're
an
no fucking
arrogant
nothing. You're no
fucking.
fucking nothing.
You do fucking nothing." We've been saying that
You
for
keep
days.
saying that all the fucking time. Especially you.
Aye.
I'm like, I'm going to punch you, and you're like, you'll do fucking nothing. Just roaring down the fucking room. Fantastic. So, that's UFC 207 Saturday night. Well, Sunday morning for us. Saturday night for you. If you're listening to America,
No
it's Saturday
Saturday.
night.
No Saturday at all.
So, you want to go into your news, man?
So, big news. I will officially be standing in the council elections in May. So that's a thing. Yay, next topic.
Well, the thing we could talk about is, like, we've had Alistair City and we've had David Alexander, 2 councillors for this area. Kay Morrison as well.
Who's a councillor for another area.
For another ward. We've had them in. You never once mentioned that you were looking to stand at all. So what you can, I feel like you've kind of backstabbed them a wee bit.
No.
You've got them in to ply their trade.
I've always been open about the fact. Did he say "oh no" there?
Oh shit!
Aye. Oh shit! Aye.
I'm his hero.
Well, I've always been open about the fact that I was definitely going to stand for something at some point. Even when Alistair City was in, I said that it was definitely going to happen at some point. Probably not this time.
Oh.
But then I got asked.
You got your balls in.
I got asked if I'd think about standing, and I dismissed it because I had no interest. And then something annoyed me that night, and I can't remember what it was. Something annoyed me, and I was like, fuck it, yes, I am going to stand. And then I was initially going to stand as an independent, because I figured that all the political parties were filled. The political party that I normally vote for said they weren't standing a candidate in my area.
Oh.
But
which because they didn't have anybody for this area.
They would have Fife against Cuts.
Oh.
And so I could vote for them. And I was like, cool, that's fine for me. But then I got in this independent thing and asked for help about how to sign up and become one. And they said that I could go as an independent with Fife against Cuts. And they would help me do the application process and get myself involved, because that's who they work with primarily, first time independent councillors.
Right.
But then I got suggested that I could work with this party. So I will officially be standing as a Solidarity candidate instead of an independent, which is much better for me, I think. Because as an independent candidate, you need to be independently known.
Aye.
And I'm not independently known.
That's it.
But with a party behind me, I could...
At least you'll have some sort of resource as well to
Aye.
help advertise and shit like that.
There'll be people around me that are doing the same thing, that are passionate for the cause. Really hard-working volunteers, like these people, even without with campaigns, they're campaigning for something.
Aye.
Like, there's always some sort of campaign. If it's not a Scottish election, a referendum, or a local council election, they're fucking campaigning against TTIP, or they're campaigning against council cuts, or they're campaigning for something. They're always fucking active, and that's absolutely brilliant, because like a lot of political parties are now. They get complacent and bored.
Get comfy in their wee chairs and they just kind of sit there and go, alright,
looking at USMP.
I might fix something.
Aye.
Use this SNP there?
No, I'm saying they're complacent.
Oh.
I said that to Alistair.
Was it this man?
I said that in front of... like, that's not a hidden thing.
Saying shit behind his back.
I think they're becoming complacent.
I think that as well.
Oh, you dissing SNP?
I am just an SNP. We've surely discussed this before, but we were talking about the fact they've got their nebbing, luckily, through other people's niceties and pure luck.
Of course, I also know full well that I'm sort of amping up that luck thing. I'm sort of making it seem like they're not...
Obviously we're going to do that.
But that's just a dicky podcast thing that I do. Obviously I know that they've worked hard and they have done some smart politics, even if I didn't agree with them in a lot of things. The SNP haven't been Tories fully, but
they've got your first question in as a councillor.
Alright.
From somebody not in this ward. So you can't help you in particular, Chris, but...
Although he's in Dyson, isn't he? Bill's in...
There you go, Dyson, your good friend Bill Mayer, and the same party as Craig is standing for you, so...
Oh, no, shit. Bill Mayer's standing Burt Ireland, Kinghorn.
Alright, shit, it's a different ward.
Yeah, it's a different ward.
Fuck everything I said, Chris. Fuck all that. Are you going to legalise drugs, fam?
Yeah, I support legalising drugs, but it's not a council issue, so...
Aye. It's not a council issue, Chris. Think again, idiot. My neighbour's face irritates me. What can you do about that?
Nothing, because I'm not in your ward. So
Craig literally can't help you whatsoever. So that's... Sorry, Chris.
If I was in your ward, I'd happily drag him away in a big van.
Can you get me free solar panels or no?
Oh, actually,
can you get free solar panels?
That might actually be a council thing. Getting, maybe not everybody free.
Just this one again, Chris will get shit.
What way is your house facing? Is it facing south?
Does your house Face the south, Chris. I'm not
This
going to
takes-
wait
aye,
the
this
delay.
takes ages.
But quite looking forward to see what happens.
Aye.
You're semi-known up here, I would say. In Kenway at least. Maybe no Kenway and Largo.
I'm known, I think
maybe
I'm-
no leaving in Largo.
People ken who I am, but
Aye. Well, that's known. That's people
Aye,
knowing
but
who you are.
whether they like me or not is a
Aye.
not I can't get you solar panels.
No. No-ish.
What,
I
what does
think
that mean?
what it means. Aye.
Your house has to be facing south for solar panels to be effective. Otherwise, they become a waste of money.
There you go. Shout out to Big Christopher for answering, for bringing in some questions. Fantastic. Which helped nobody.
Aye.
Fine. We've been taking some pictures and that for you today.
Aye, I look like a prick.
Aye.
Always will look like a prick.
Unfortunately,
See, the thing that's annoying me is because people in this area didn't care what flat peak caps are meant to be.
Aye.
So every time somebody sees me and takes my fucking hat off me, they bend the fucking the peak thing.
Aye.
So it's all crinkled and fucked. Absolute dickwads. I hate them all.
I love how the issue that some people probably face is the fact you're just wearing a hat
Oh,
as a counsellor, and you're like, it's not flat enough. That's your big issue.
aye, fuck that, man.
Craig's going to fight for flat peak hats and people to stop moving it. He just called you a useless cunt, even though
I fucking gave you advice, you
Chris
cunt.
asked the wrong questions for somebody that's no going for your ward, but you're useless. You know, follow that through,
There will
bitch.
be a fight against Cuts candidate in your area, so you could vote for
You
them.
can go for that, man. Go for that. We'll help you out, man. Pricks. People like that should die. Fair enough.
You better be talking about the folk that squeeze flat peak caps.
Aye, totally.
Good.
I think it is. Chris wears a flat peak as well.
I absolutely
So
agree.
I'm
These-
sure he fucking hears your doom.
Those people should absolutely die.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So essentially, so just to point out a couple of the main
Go for it,
policies. Nae cuts to Fife.
Mhm.
Pretty much it. There is a plan for the Scottish service tax, which is a replacement for the council tax, which is sort of. I wasn't sure whether the council could do anything about switching that air because it's council tax.
Aye.
But apparently no, it's purely devolved to. It's purely a Scottish Parliament issue,
Right.
so I can't do much about that.
Right.
I could sort of pester some of the.
You could basically
MSPs.
you can get a fence sorted here and there. You could hurry up the fixing of somebody's microwave.
Well, there's
probably no.
plans in solidarity to sort of to cut chief executives in the council getting a sort of a 75 grand bonus every time there's an election. So there's stuff like that. There's stuff like that you could change for the inside. I'll definitely be working on some sort of policy to either replace dial-a-ride with something better, because I preferred taxi tickets and I think they fucked up
Bring them back.
heavily, or to improve dial-a-ride, because the problem with dial-a-ride we had was that you're not guaranteed a spot. At the very fucking least, guarantee folk a spot
Yeah.
and have some sort of leeway for people that just want a 5-minute doctor's appointment. They still need to get these places. You can't just leave them for 2 hours
Aye.
in a fucking doctor. So there's definitely going to be something to do with improving sort of disabled transport, stuff like that. We're going to sort of stand against.
Could you get a fence fixed?
Is
You
that,
could. You could. You could.
is that a serious question?
Could you give a fence? If I was to annoy you enough.
I mean, I could.
Could-
But do you really want it fixed?
There's only 2 spars to replace. We could probably do it ourselves
We
actually.
could get it done right now.
Aye.
Like, is that
I'll phone Alistair City and I'll get that fixed in the morning.
fucking enemy?
Sworn enemies.
See, I was worried to begin with. What's he said?
Chris made a good point there. Your catchment area is more farms than pubs. Actually, to be fair, there's more pubs than fucking farms up here.
There's actually about 4 pubs in Canada.
Right, there's 5 pubs within a fucking 2-minute walking radius, and fucking 5 takeaway places in that same area. Welcome to Kenny with Chris. Next time you come up, you'll not be sorted for food. You'll be absolutely fine.
No, you will be sorry for
Oh, you will be sorted for food. That's what I meant to say.
Idiot.
Idiot.
I was worried about the sort of the aspect of me swearing all the time.
Ah.
Fuck it. No, pass. I'm past. If people didn't want a sort of a pish, fake, polished politician, have you ever watched Scottish Parliament live?
I'm not that bored. But
Right.
I have seen it.
Even the constituents for like Mid-Fife in Scotland and Glenrothes and stuff, they speak fuck all like any of the people that stay about here.
Oh, no.
And I hope to fucking shit that they didn't actually speak like that in their day-to-day life. I hope that's a sort of forcing them as being members of Scottish Parliament. I fucking hope to God that's the case. But it seems that if you speak like me, like someone that actually fucking stays here, someone that's actually fucking skint, and you say the word cunt, it's, we don't want him representing us. Why? I'm fucking you. You didn't want you being represented. What the fuck are you talking about? Who's the posh fake cunt going to represent?
You're not me.
The other posh cunts.
You're not me, you're skint.
Aye. But so are you. Who are these people representing? They're representing posh cunts.
Ah.
The posh cunts. And the only reason they're representing the posh cunts is because the working class cunts have all said, all the politicians are the same. Fucking, there's no point in even voting. That's fucking why they're not representing you.
Oh.
Because you didn't fucking vote. You didn't need to get your vote because you didn't vote anyway. Whose vote they need to get? Old people.
Oh.
Posh people. That's whose vote they need to get, so that's who they're going to fucking go for.
That's a point I've tried to get across to a few people through the years as well. And nobody listens still. Illuminati! Illuminati! So that doesn't matter on a council level.
No.
Like, that doesn't come into anything.
How does Jesse Ventura, in his mind, justify the fact that he was a governor? If the Illuminati and all that exist and really pull the strings.
He's actually calmed down a lot for that now.
He has, actually, fair enough.
Aye.
I'll shut my puss.
Aye.
I'm going to be a councillor if you stay in Kenville, even Largo, New Gilson, just beside Windigates. There's a bit behind Windigates.
There's a bit behind Windigates. A wee field that's there.
There's a wee park that's just a road.
Henderson Park or something?
Looks like a wee road.
Right.
See, there's a map. You get maps of your ward when you become a candidate, right?
Look at him, look, your ward, like he's taking his shit out. It's like, this is going to be my area.
It's going to be my ward. I'm taking both David Alexander and Alistair Sutty's seats. I'm a fat fuck. I can sit there 2 places, right? I could do that. So when you look at the maps, it's just a big fat red line round it. You didn't really ken fully where it ends and where it begins.
Right.
If somebody stays in a house that's inside this line, I reckon if you're in my ward or not. I wouldn't have idea. And there's a bit sort of behind Windigates, like the clock bit, there's a bit just a wee bit behind. I reckon if there's any
that'd be road
houses-
where Catherine stays. And you get the wee bridge that crosses the road.
No.
That guy
Like if
said
you're going
he's
up towards Markins train station and stuff like that.
Aye, so
That
it's-
road, I reckon if there's any hussies up there.
Alright, I
But
think
that
there's
road
one
is
or
part
two.
of the ward.
Alright, right.
So I'm going to go and campaign in 2 hussies.
Say hello.
Hello, can I get your vote? No, fuck off.
That's that done.
I'm voting SNP. Bastard.
Oh yeah. You know, we've had him in his house. He brings tea cakes.
Then we didn't offer them.
No. Maybe I
Aye.
should vote for Alistair Sutty. He brought me tea cakes.
Stephen, I just bought you chicken.
We did. It's been there in the fridge.
Mum bought it.
Mum bought the chicken.
Mum bought us chicken.
Maybe Mum should be running for this ward. She buys chicken for
I'd
everybody.
vote for Mum. Could you imagine Mum in like a council meeting?
Could you, right, you said Holyrood was run by computers or something. They've got computers and stuff in front of them.
Aye, it's a fucking pantomime. Have you not seen this?
Mum will not survive.
Have you not seen this? You could go on Scottish Parliament. I think it's Scottish Parliament TV or .tv or whatever the fuck it is. You could go and see a day that's planned, like Prime Minister's questions or general questions or whatever it's like, on Thursday, and you can see what they're going to ask. Like, it's a fucking pantomime. It's all planned out. They all ken exactly what they're asking. They all ken exactly what their answer's going to be. What fucking... I want to see politicians under pressure. I want to... Because you're going to get a polished answer. And the fact that they can't respond after they've been given a bullshit answer...
That's a bullshit thing.
Like, they could just put up this shit thing that sort of references the question, but doesn't really answer anything, and then they just go on with their day. They go away, shut them at Sainsbury's or whatever.
Person.
Aye.
No,
That's fucking...
That's kind of bullshit.
I didn't want to be involved in that. I want people to ask me questions, and if I don't know the fucking answer, I'm going to say, I don't know the answer, give me your email address, I'll email you
We'll talk about
the answer once I find out about it. Or you could tell me a bit about what you know already, and then I could see what I could do. I didn't want it fucking pre-prepared pish. fucking pantomime of politics.
Well, that's
man,
maybe years down the line. You're just done for council now, so.
But even in Fife Council, I'd imagine it's sort of planned.
I've only been in there once, and it was for a youth work thing.
No.
We're just there for show, basically. Oh, look, here's kids doing something. Oh, let's laugh at this for 5 minutes. That was ridiculous.
But even when you're
showing
going
them
to
a skate video,
when you're going
one
to
was
see people
interesting,
in surgeries and stuff, you can roughly what kind of issues are going to be coming up. So it's not the same. It's obviously not the same as being an MSP. But I'd imagine there's some aspects that are similar.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll play a song that paints you as somebody that wants to cut your head off. Basically, you heard this earlier, no?
I heard this earlier.
This is I don't know if you've heard these guys before. Hessian Renegade. They shared the tune earlier on. Well, they shared the tune. They shared the link to the podcast and stuff like that earlier on. So if you're listening in for that band or a group, that'd be fucking fantastic. If you could leave us a comment, it'd be brilliant.
And not kill me, please.
And not kill me. So we'll discuss this once and finished. This is a track called Bread and Circuses.
Welcome, welcome, one and all, to games and rights and fun for all. This distraction of merry fools, brought to you by the crown jewels. Don't concentrate, procrastinate. We are here to alleviate your stress from life, so you behave.
Rise from your grave.
Resurrected, our souls rejected. Feel the walking dead and the unrespected. Walking in the valley in the shadow of death. So I alter this beast with the heart in my chest. Rise from the grave, going Nicolas Cage. Ghost writing in the parliament, stuck in my ways. Off with our heads, fucking off with our heads. Off with our heads, fucking off with our heads. I'm not feeling the rest, fucking off with our heads. Getting buried 6 deep, man, enough of the stress. Money where his mouth isn't enough to confess. Rise, just another coward, nothing more, nothing less. Needs heroes and I've never fucking seen any actors play their role just to sniff another Emmy. Let me do a Lemmy, drinking till I feel things, dancing in the night to Rihanna and the Tang Tangs. I'll let the bass sing, so what does this bring? Nothing but conformity with hatred and shit bling. Virtually connected, socially awkward. Take the fucking fire cause we can't be forward. This is no longer a democracy.
Hessian Grenade with Bread and Circuses. Pretty hateful towards you.
I didn't understand that title.
What, Bread and Circuses?
Aye.
Well, I'm imagining it's somebody, well, obviously they held things a circus, and
which we agree on.
There's bread there.
Because I said pantomime, he says circus.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's wrong. I think it's made out of pantomime.
Made a pantomime, aye. But it's interesting because fucking...
He's not
obviously
talking about me. I can.
he's talking about fucking the kind
He's
of
talking about the establishment.
the establishment sort of thing. He wants to break that system
He's
down.
talking about Labour.
Which is kind of in part of what you're wanting to do anyway.
Just
Is fucking wake the system up slightly as best you can, and make it a bit fucking fairer for everybody. This is the thing that people don't realise a lot of the time, that there is actual people out there wanting to make a fucking difference, but they're just no big enough in the fucking mainstream because there's like big. Can I say commercialised politicians? Aye, I can see that.
Yeah.
Aye,
career politicians.
aye. The SNP.
Like we didn't have the budget in solidarity. We fuck that's.
Oh,
weird.
aye. You haven't found the fucking foreman yet.
Fuck it, I kid.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell. I'm
Go on,
just.
bump, what?
I am
Fucking-
solidarity now at this point.
Piss in
So
here, bitch.
So there's no really the budget to have like big TV commercials and stuff. Commercials, fucking hell. I'm
And the
American.
thing you'll find with a lot of kind of like newer parties and stuff like that is the media don't take them seriously because they're not a huge party.
No, and especially
really
if you say
fucking
you're a
irritating.
socialist.
Aye.
Like, you're a socialist, are you?
Aye.
You're the hard left. Yes, fucking right, I'm the hard left. Absolutely fucking right. Have you seen the hard right? Yes, I want the opposite of that.
Aye.
I want the absolute fucking opposite of that.
So, in that song, he's obviously talking about the people like probably the Tories, maybe less towards American government and stuff, but the Tories.
I think the kind of songs are for American, they're for international politicians.
Aye, well, he's Scottish. I was just assuming that he was talking about the the Tories and stuff.
I
like
think
that.
people couldn't, the
Right.
SNP and stuff
So he's
like
talking about the way the system is now. It's fucking awful.
that. Aye.
Capitalism has taken over, and it's fucking awful.
No, even capitalism. This is annoyingly a part where I agree with Kaz.
Right.
We're not even in a capitalist system anymore at this point. We're in a corporatist system,
Right.
which is an issue I have. Oh, shit, I'm getting really fucking deep.
Go for it. I'm liking this, man. Go for it.
It's a problem we have with social democracy, which is why I've got a problem with the SNP, which is why I've got a problem with Labour, who initially said they were socialists. Labour were socialists originally, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've got this social democratic system. Social democracy is heavily regulated capitalism with some socialist policies chucked in. A couple of nationalised industries, in this case, health. In the case of like the NHS, I reckon what else is nationalised?
Fuck.
I didn't even fucking
right now. Oh fuck. I can.
pretty much. I think that's pretty much
Three
it.
things.
Aye, there's a couple of things nationalised. I reckon what. Even the NHS isn't even fully nationalised
There's a
anymore.
lot of like public.
There's private sort of blood people. It's military's nationalised.
WRVS.
People forget about the military. The military is nationalised. That's the national because privatised military. Like you've got people that are ready to kill cunts for who's got the most money. That's fucking dangerous. Like that's fucking dangerous.
Mad danger, man.
What was the point I was making?
The
The problem with social democracy. The problem with social democracy, and this is where I've got the problem with capitalism, because capitalism. Right, so let's pretend that capitalism is as great as capitalists say it is. Right, let's pretend it is, and that all the competition and that works well. And there's no. I think capitalism relies a wee bit more than socialism, although socialism does also rely on this. People being good. Capitalism heavily relies on people being good. If people were definitely good, sure, capitalism, fine. But they aren't. And so what I think you'll get with a capitalist system, which is why I'm a socialist, is you'll get companies that will eventually say, look, we've reached our maximum potential here. The competition is fierce and we can't really get a step above them and they can't really get a step above us. But we want to win. And what do people like? Money. So let's pay a few politicians to sort of shove a few things through. There's no way to stop that kind of thing happening. I know anarcho-capitalists like to state that there will only be a government for them. But you're always going to get to that point eventually. That's why we have governments, because non-government didn't work. So people always said, well, let's get these people together and they could do it for us and they could be our voice on a national stage and stuff like that. And then it gradually progresses. Well, this company has some money to spare. We can get to these politicians instead of getting to these workers, because there's no regulation to say that we need to get to these workers. Get to them, then they put a law through that lets us beat these companies for a small amount. It's a small investment, we make extra profit, we are suddenly above them, and then they need to go lower because there's only a certain amount in the market. That's where the issue lies, and you're back to fucking square one, you're back to corporatism, which is what we've got now. That's where social democracy lies. It fails. Is that you're always going to have that mix between politics and politicians and businesses and CEOs and business owners and people who are just naturally rich because mummy and daddy were rich and whatever. So the reason I'm a socialist is because I think that's bullshit. I don't think politicians should be bought off by companies. I don't think that should ever be allowed to happen, and I think regulation, while done right now, is normally done in favour of corporations, which is where I agree with capitalists. Corporatism is done by politicians because they make money for it. But socialism stops that happening. It stops you taking money from corporations because they're all nationalised. Where are you going to take the money from? There's nowhere to take the money from that's nationalised. And then there's nowhere for the money to go because they're all nationalised. It's still staying in the same circle. So everybody's getting a fair shout at being exactly the same as everybody else. And then the rich will come and say, well, you're making us all poorer. Well, no. The way the tax brackets work, on the highest tax bracket, we're taking 50% of a pound over the highest tax bracket. So you're still the richest. We could take 99.9% of your top rate of tax. You're still the richest person. You're just less rich. And there's no reason for you to want to be the most rich.
Takes away as much. Doesn't take away greed, but it fucking calms it down a wee bit.
It calms it down. You can still be greedy in a socialist system. That's the point. There's still going to be people that are probably richer than other people.
All about my peas, blood.
There's going to be people that work harder for a start. There's always going to be the people that didn't want to work, and that's fine. That they're a small minority, so insignificant that it doesn't fucking matter at this point. Then there's going to be the people that want to work 9 hours a week. They're obviously going to be more rich than the ones that didn't want to work. But the ones that didn't want to work shouldn't fucking die because they can't afford food for the crime of being lazy. That's fucking bullshit. So that's why I'm a socialist and not a capitalist. And
there you go. All explained in a quite long and thick nutshell.
I reckon if anybody's going to understand what I just said.
Well,
was that pretty layman?
What's that? Stacking stacks. Fuck it. It's the that kind of shite that I hate. Aye, fucking idiots, man.
You've added nothing to this conversation, Christopher.
Yeah? Who, Chris? Aye, but Christopher. Fucking hell. Did
that come across sort of...
Let's ask, since Chris is the only person fucking actually interacting, did you understand all that, Chris?
I think he was listening.
Maybe not, maybe we just turned
off.
He
was too busy typing stacks on stacks.
Nah, stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks, you. Aye, fucking riding along in a German whip. Pish. I fucking hate grind music, man. Anyway. Let's talk about K107. I'm sure maybe Chris kens about K107. It's a Kirkcaldy based FM radio station. I think they were saying it gets to roughly about... Yeah?
What does FM stand for?
FM, I'm no sure. I know MW is medium wave, but FM I don't know.
Went for a shite, brilliant.
Went for a shite.
I'll shite in your fucking mouth, Christopher.
Right, well, listen back, you cunt, and then fucking see if you understood it all. We do try to keep it kind of... I hate saying layman's terms, it makes everybody seem like dafties. But there are dafties in the world.
But the point is that when you're talking about capitalism, socialism, and social democracy, and corporatism...
That's when you're using the bigger words.
There are 4 words that could be sort of... twisted round and... Like, for instance, Obama is a social democrat. Bernie Sanders was a social democrat, and yet they're both called socialists by the right wing. Because anything more right than straight down the road free market capitalism is a socialist in their eyes, which is fucking, that's offensive to me that Obama is considered a socialist like that. So these words are sort of squeezed together, and so they've not got any fucking meaning at some point. That's why the left and right fucking spectrum doesn't really apply to most people anyway. But I still use left wing because most people kind of know what I mean when I say that, but it doesn't really apply anymore.
That's it. Fair enough. I wanted to talk a wee bit about K107 there. I think they reach about, what, 45,000 they said
A day.
which is fucking mental. They're sort of run by a lot of volunteers and stuff as a kind of community run station sort of thing. But you can pay to get a sort of year's membership to be a presenter. Or you can pay like £5 a month or something like that. There's 2 tiers. There's like an unemployed bracket, kind of like non-working people. And there's the bracket for people that have got jobs and can't afford to pay a wee bit extra. As far as donations go, sort of thing. So we are thinking...
Which is a socialist thing.
You just had to get bored in there, you can't help yourself. It's amazing.
Solidarity.
This is where the podcast is going from now on. So K107, we've had a wee bit of an idea what we're going to do. We're going to be doing a kind of hip-hop based show down there, and obviously helping to advertise this podcast as well.
Totally.
No swearing.
Mostly, which is what we're going to be doing.
Mostly is what we're going to be doing. But I'm interested to get back into sort of promoting hip-hop and stuff as well.
Realistically, our main goal is to do so well on K107 that we could surpass K107.
I don't think if that will ever happen.
No.
It's a bit of an unrealistic goal, but it's interesting.
It would be our goal, though.
Aye, totally. And the fact that it's going to be a hip hop show, they're going to get less listeners, guaranteed. The minute we put some hip hop stuff up, and there will be no terrible grime stuff, no terrible fucking. I went to shop for a hat and I got one anyway later on, like all that pish. Just that was a terrible example.
No swearing at all.
No swearing whatsoever. Nah.
Have they said that specifically?
No, but I assume that's like the way most radio stations go.
Could we not record that?
I'm not sure about advertising either. I'm not sure if it's advertising based because it's a community run thing. It might be. I'll check into that a wee bit deeper. But we are hoping to get on K107, and more than likely because like during the night they've got like their own kind of like specialist kind of playlist things the day. So it'll probably be like on during the day. We'll probably be on for like 1 hour, 2 hours, something like that. So
hip hop.
It's live as well. Live radio station, and we'll be playing hip hop, which I'm fucking dead looking forward to. If we do get it, we might have to shoot a pilot or go down and do like a live episode pilot for them. It's absolutely fine.
That's pilot's before for different radio stations.
We totally knew we were going to have to do that anyway. I was even thinking maybe try one here. Just try a live. Record a pilot episode for about an hour. Play a sort of mix of what we would be playing down there, sort of thing. And we'll need to cut out some lyrics and stuff like that as well, or just find sort of clean versions of tracks and stuff.
That could be difficult.
That could be exactly. And if it's a 2 hour show, we're going to have to fit like at least an hour of music in there as well. But we could fucking do it. It's quite easy to find music everywhere.
Totally.
There's tons of fucking Scottish artists, tons of UK artists.
It'll not be difficult to...
It's not going to be difficult at all.
I've
already got a fucking huge collection of music we could play already.
You can maybe get a couple of rappers through occasionally.
Exactly, man, exactly.
So once a month, you could probably get a guest every month.
Exactly, man, exactly. And even, like, because we could film stuff as well. We could film, like, if we get people in for doing ciphers and shit like that, we could film. Because we'll be people... Fuck, Chris might be a good idea to actually just hold the camera and stuff like that. That'd be a fucking smashing idea. We'll speak to you later, Chris, about that. That could be an idea. But that's our plan for the future. Get our kind of foot in the door in there, get a wee bit of larger audience as best we can, and try and get them involved in this podcast as well, so they can get to see our kind of 2 different sides of things that we do. And maybe the radio station might listen to one of these things and just say, could you do like a clean version of what you do? I don't know, maybe that might happen.
That'd be cool,
That'd be fucking cool, man. I'll be up for doing that.
Although,
many things could
2
happen.
of these a week?
I think we can.
Do we?
Aye. We'll just do everything we've done on this one the week before, the week after it. We'll just do it with no swearing. Say that again. It's really simple. So that's our plans for the future anyway. We've got more videos. We've done a video this week. It was a kind of 5 Jaeger bombs in as quick a time as we could. We set a kind of rough time about 2.5 minutes.
That seems like a ridiculous.
Which we smashed to death. So that was a kind
and I would have
of
got a
time.
much quicker time if I didn't have this fucking obsessive thing with my face.
Yeah, you
never going to be doing facial porn.
Any cum shots, you're like, oh!
No cum shots.
No.
Can't do it.
That's it.
I've got a career in politics now. I can't be doing facials.
So when I had like a wee dribble around in my lap and I fucking left it there until I finished.
You're a
We
man.
got it
You're
there.
a real man.
But you, the minute you got the dribble,
Had
you
to
had to stop
fucking-
drinking and
aye.
then fucking get rid of the dribble and then back in with it. It's
And if I feel
ridiculous.
it's sticky, I need to keep fucking. God, it's annoying.
You'd be a terrible in a gay porn film.
I would.
The minute you get a bit sticky, you're like,
would.
oh!
That's the only reason I'm not doing it.
Aye, that's a bit of shine I like. 5 and 30 seconds. I'd go under 50 seconds. And they're fairly sizable
57
cups.
seconds.
Was it 57?
Huh.
Is that what you think? We need to get you up, Chris, man. We'll fucking challenge you for that, man.
How fast could you do 2 pints, prick?
2 pints. Aye, shit. Aye, totally. That's for you, Chris. Stick in the back catalogue of censored stuff. Well, there you go. It's really easy to get censored stuff. There's a website called DigiWax, which I use
Does it
for
get
getting new
hip-hop,
tunes and stuff. Sometimes you get.
Because we could play like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and
I totally. There's every now and again you get good stuff on there. I will check there, and you can automatically get kind of censored.
But right, you
music.
get like censored versions of self-titled and that.
Absolutely no. That will have to date yourselves.
Maybe get
If I want to
Eminem
play
one
that
week for
stuff.
an interview. That'd be dope.
Aye, totally, absolutely.
Me and you have Eminem.
I think because we've got the radio show, it would have more chance of getting people in.
Like
It's
Eminem.
because shut the fuck up.
No Eminem.
When I was shut the fuck up. When I was doing Scotland stand up, sorry for getting angry. When I was doing Scotland stand up, it was hard
She's
to
going
get.
to jail.
Shut the
mate.
fuck up. When I was doing Scotland stand up, it was hard to get people through. And sorry for being this angry. It was hard to get people through a lot of time because we stay in Kennedy. It's basically farmland. Fucking, so it's like real hard to get people through, and the actual area of that place is like right close to the court in Kirkcaldy. So if there is any court issues, we can just run it and it's done, sorted. So it'll be really easy, and I'm looking forward to getting that started. There's no plans yet. I've no contacted them, but we do hope to get that done, man. I'm out of practice, mum. 10 seconds, maybe 15 for 2 pints.
Your arse.
It's bullshit, man. There's too much. M and M. He's talking about the sweeties. Banter. Aye. That's bullshit. 15 seconds for 2 pints. We watched the fucking most ridiculous man at drinking. How long did he get again, Adam?
34.
34 seconds.
Ross got 42 or something.
Aye. So we've already seen Adam do
2
it.
minutes.
We'll get you up one night for a wee drink, Chris, man. We'll challenge you to death. That'll be fine. That'll be cool, man. All for it. So we've got a couple of news stories.
Oh, shit, I forgot
I'll
that.
go through, man. Fucking, you've got the main bulk of the stuff here, so I just wanted to get through while Craig's getting ready. Undergroundhiphop.com.
Oh, shit, aye.
That,
R.I.P.
aye, totally, man. Yesterday, as
January
of
is going off, isn't it?
as of yesterday, they stopped trading. That was the last times you'd be able to buy stuff. So they're going to kind of sort of fulfill the last orders, get them out. So I think there was like a big sale on sort of that last day to get as really much stock as they could. So that's the site's doing. And if you go to check for CDs and shit, like everything's sold out. See what I mean? Sold out. Everything's sold out pretty much. So it's like the last minute shit. It's just everything's away. So Underground Hip Hop was probably one of the first websites I came across when I first started getting into underground hip hop stuff. And it's a site I've used since then. It must have been about 2006.
I don't suppose that was one of the blogs I got on, was it?
No,
Probably not.
Underground Hip Hop isn't a blog.
I don't know.
It's mainly a record store, but they can put
Alright.
videos up and stuff like that.
Alright.
So there's a UGHH or a UKHH, which is basically that a K instead of a G.
United Kingdom Hip Hop.
Aye, basically
Is that what I got on?
we got on that.
Right.
For that, but undergroundhiphop.com is closing its doors after I think when was it said it was 1990?
It was the 90s, like it was
1999.
20 years.
Aye. Right, I started underground hip hop out of my Northeastern University Donwell in 1997.
Fuck me.
So
19
they've
years.
been running for a long time, and the website is perfect for anything you need to fucking find. And they always had all the new videos came up. They had some fantastic interviews. I don't know if all the videos will be gone, but fucking hopefully they keep the videos up and stuff like that as well.
You can
On
archive websites and stuff.
Aye. Well, I think they had some of the stuff on the YouTubes on their YouTube account, so hopefully they keep all that up. So I'm pretty sad to see it go, man. That was a site I checked fucking regularly for new music and stuff like that a lot of the time. and it's a thing that would have come in useful for the radio show. Because it was just easy to fucking navigate around and find new stuff all the time. But I've got like Hip Hop DX and Two Dot Boys and stuff like that.
For
different
how
blogs.
long though? This
Exactly.
is just
Blogging's dying,
the
man.
beginning of fucking.
Blogging is fucking
Folk have
dying.
been saying that for a few years now, that there's no point in sending your music to blogs anymore. And
It's dying a slow death
While
because
I-
basically social
while I
media
agree,
over.
while I agree that there's no point,
Mhm.
you should still anyway.
Because there is some kind of loyalists that kind of stick to checking all that stuff. But very fucking few people.
It probably isn't worth the time.
Totally. That's about Just got a message for the guy for Hessian Renegade. Your heads are safe.
Thank fuck.
Yay!
Thank fuck for that.
That's good. Thanks, lads. Fucking fantastic, man. Big Chris shared the post as well. Did he say it? Nothing. That's fine.
I don't think I'm really establishment enough yet to be
Nah, totally.
beheaded.
Totally.
Yeah. Can't wait till ourselves with the fucking devil.
Maybe eventually, man, you'll become like complacent. In your
How many
place.
likes have I got? Oh, by the way, fucking like
shit,
my Facebook
totally,
page.
man.
We've been kept it hidden because it wasn't official yet. And I didn't care whether I was standing for Solidarity or as an independent.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I know I'm in Solidarity, fucking like my Facebook page and shit. Craig Duncan, Solidarity for Kennaway leaving in Largo.
I'll leave a link
Or
in the thing.
At C Duncan Solidarity. Is that what that is?
C Duncan Solidarity.
And I'm on Snapchat as well. C Duncan W22 for War 22. Got a fucking email address as well. You're going to put this.
I'll leave
I
all
think
that
you're going to
stuff
leave
in.
it all, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Right, go for it.
C Duncan Solidarity at gmail.com.
Right.
What else have I got, Stephen?
I think that's it, you know.
Nah, that's it. The new.
Aye.
You'll be fucking inundated with shit.
You'll hear a YouTube channel and shit.
I
eventually as well.
fucking will hear a YouTube channel, bitch. We'll be fucking.
You're not going to just do it through the BTN stuff, or are you just going to? Just do it the same through.
Yeah, I better use all the subscribers I've got.
Fantastic, man.
And Twitter as well. Shit.
Twitter, you got
Sorry,
Twitter
I
as well?
fucking freaked the fuck out there. I did go when I was up.
Get me my solar panels or get the fuck out.
You fucking come to my ward,
You couldn't do
bitch.
anything for you, Chris. You're in the wrong ward.
Move to Kennaway.
You have to move to. Well, move to Windigates. Then you move so close that it's fucking unbearable. Just move to Windigates or Largo. Largo's quite far.
Move
away.
to New Gilson. Move next to
New
Grant.
Gilson, the fields. He doesn't like fields.
Fuck him.
It's not the big fields, big Chris.
Move to Ward 22. Right.
Ward
And then
22
I'll give you a hand with your fucking solar panels.
And it's not even to say that he could get you solar panels. That he could help you. Try.
Alright.
Aye, that's...
No. That's my pledge is that I'll definitely get you solar panels.
Alright.
It's a fake pledge. Didn't take that into consideration.
Going to get big
I'll
Chris
get
solar
you
panels
fucking-
in his leaflet.
I'll get you a free fucking advent calendar every year. I'll get you a free fucking can machine in your bedroom.
Then he make these...
This
offers.
is a fucking Disney Channel fucking school president fucking bullshit campaign I'm running right here. You'll love
Chris
it.
just say they need to find a new podcast, which is a lie, because we are the only...
The only podcast now.
8 and 5.
Good luck with that, bitch.
The only podcast in the Ward 22. I think we are.
We're the best podcast in the Ward 22.
We're the only, I think.
Mark Lamont done one, I don't know. Oh no, shit, he's in
That's
Methil.
fucking dead.
Aye, fuck him, he's in Methil as well.
Claudia was, you know.
Nah, Methil.
Was it? Oh, no, no. Oh, there's nobody does one here.
Aye, he doesn't do
There's
one,
very
no.
few in Scotland, to be fair.
They're all shite. Every single one of them.
fucking pish.
Every single one of them was shite.
To be fair, I done one for Scotland Stand Up,
Shite.
and I live in the same house.
Shite.
It was a great podcast.
Aye, but it's deed now, innit? Is it still going?
That's deed.
Deed. Shite.
Deed. Fuck it.
Fucking...
That's my own shit in that.
Every podcast in Scotland's shite. Is there any good podcasts in Scotland?
There you go. So we've talked about the K107. We'll get quickly out of the way. Human by Rag and Bone Man. Oh, fucking hell. Let's start that again. Human by Rag and Bone Man. It's at number 2 in the Christmas
I'm so
charts.
upset he didn't manage to get...
I thought he was going to get number 1. But that Rockabye tune, I've heard a lot of people talking about it. It's fucking god awful.
Never heard
It's
it.
pretty awful.
Can we listen to it on the...
No, we can't. No, we'll get flagged.
We get
On
flagged
YouTube.
anyway.
We get flagged all the time. You want to hear it? Like,
Aye.
put it in the background for you.
That's
But
plenty.
it's typical shitty.
Sean Paul in it.
It's typical shitty balls music, yeah. Real typical balls. You probably didn't hear that on the radio, not on the podcast. You probably just heard it through the mics, but whatever. Terrible song.
No, totally.
Probably happy now. Aye, pretty awful. So, yep, Rag and Bone Man, number 2 for the Christmas singles chart.
Big the fuck up to Rag and Bone Man.
Big the fuck up to that, to your pal, Rag and
Pal
Bone
Rag
Man.
and Bone Man.
Your boy.
The boy that doesn't even exist.
We'll get him on the radio.
Totally get him on the radio.
We'll just head up. Fly over from fucking Belgium for the K107.
Presents Monk and Scoop.
The hip hop chart. Oh. Awful. Fucking awful. That'll be good though, that'll be cool. Looking forward to it. Right, there you go, that's my news. And we're on to big Craig's shite.
Woo! Big ups.
Whoop whoop.
Sticky, scatty.
66 sick.
Oh, sicky,
There you
sick. I thought you said sicky, scatty.
Nah, he didn't.
I've got really bad eyesight.
You've got terrible eyesight.
Aye. So, do you want to hear a guess about who's going to be mentioned right now?
We should do a jingle for this cunt.
Aye.
Donald
Ding,
Trump
ding, ding,
again. Whoop whoop. Is it Donald Trump?
Aye.
Aye, totally.
Trump plans to increase his nuclear arsenal. The American nuclear arsenal needs increasing, apparently. The biggest arsenal of nuclear weapons in the fucking world. I would imagine.
We need more.
See, so I made a mistake with this. I posted up the other day moaning about the left sort of supporting Russia and being anti-nuclear because of how Trump was talking. He used the words, let it be an arms race. And then there was talk of Putin sending him a letter. And the way the media worded shit, and me probably just not reading it properly, I assumed that Putin was also trying to increase his nuclear weapons, and they were on this sort of like boyfriend-girlfriend trail where they were fucking picking up their nuclear weapons again.
This is basically who Hessian Renegade's on about. This is the head he wants removed.
Aye.
It's an absolute.
It turns out I was wrong. Putin has said that he has no plans to spend money that they can't afford on nuclear weapons that they can't afford.
Aye.
So for once, I like Putin. So big ups to Chief. But Trump is a cunt.
Bruh.
Trump is a massive fucking mutant cunt.
Trump is a cunt.
Trump is probably more the person that he wants his head chopped off.
Aye, totally. That's what
The big orange balloon.
The big orange balloon.
Aye. The fucking egg. Absolute dick. So that's pretty much it.
He's a big egg, absolute dick, is he?
Also, that's pretty much it for Trump. No, it's not. Right.
I'm going to make a jingle next week for this.
We should definitely make a jingle.
Trump again. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Right. So the second one, this is pretty big news. There's been a ceasefire in Syria.
He's talking of arms race and drilling oil within Russia.
Is he? Where did he talk about drilling oil?
And again, ask Chris. You think Russia didn't have nuclear weapons?
No, I said they didn't want to increase
Aye.
their arsenal.
Listen to what he's saying, Chris. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth.
That's why they can't afford any more. Spent all their money on their already existing.
Aye. Listen, Christopher.
So there's a Syrian ceasefire now between the Assad regime and the rebels. If you don't know, the UK supports the rebels. We're against the Assad regime, and Russia supports the Assad regime. Which is kind of why the left, some of the left, like Russia, because Assad asked Russia to be there. So technically, international law is weird as fuck, but technically Russia is kind of the only legal force in Syria. They know, but not really, because international law means that you need to consult your parliament, and our parliament voted in favour of going to Syria, so we're technically legal to be there.
Right.
But we're asked by their government, we're just intervening as part of the UN coalition.
Right.
International
That's
law.
my eyes gloss over.
International law is fucking mental.
Right.
I don't fucking big ups to international lawyers or fucking international lawyers for.
As you were saying stuff, my eyes just kind of glazed there.
I was in a stroke
As you were saying it.
as I was saying it, because I didn't fucking help people. There's people whose jobs it is to understand these laws.
Aye.
I have no idea.
It's unbelievable. man.
I guess that kind of explains why there's such a fucking mess, because nobody really understands
Aye,
the
aye.
fucking shit. So there's a ceasefire between Assad and rebels. Russia and Turkey are sort of backing this up. They're acting as the guarantors that ceasefire will not be broken. Not sure what that means. What is it? What happens if they break the ceasefire? What the Turkey and Russia just go in?
What
Kicking cunts in.
a guarantor thing for like as in housing would be somebody that
You pay the debt, but and when they start counting cunts, what did Russia and Turkey do exactly?
they check the contract and then they take money off them.
Brilliant, amazing, right? So
would
it's fucking useless, absolutely useless.
We need to learn international law.
But there's nothing to learn. You can't be a guarantor in a ceasefire. You just support the ceasefire.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, all right, right, boys, calm down.
Oh, yeah, let them do it. Come to me when you're done.
Aye, like that's fucking stupid.
If they do something
Problem
bad,
is-
he's a shout.
The problem is, though, with this ceasefire, it doesn't include ISIS or any other organisation considered to be terrorists by the UN Security Council.
Right.
Another problem is that there's no lists online that I can find that shows who the UN consider to be terrorists.
Right.
We know ISIS is one,
Mm-hmm.
but the page that used to show there was a few different databases based on different things,
Oh, totally. Aye.
but the page doesn't exist anymore.
Fuck.
So I don't know who.
Is that a conspiracy?
Aye, must be. I don't know if they include.
I have the documents.
I don't know if they're going to include like the Kurdish socialist workers or the Kurdish women's fighters or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
or whether they're just putting like sort of Islamic terrorists. That's vague, isn't it?
Russia is leading in technology. They withhold it though. Chris was saying.
Based on.
Next, what do you got?
Uh,
We need the evidence, motherfucker.
aye. But aye, basically, it's meaningless. I didn't care if it's going to help or no. Of course, I'm happy for the Syrian people
Mm-hmm.
that they're going to, because these are the people that I feel sorry for. I didn't feel sorry for any side. They're fucking county chair.
No.
You don't fucking need to be county chair.
We tried to make sense of the whole Syrian problem. We tried to go through and check out who the different factions were. It's a bit like the kind of the IRA devolvement. A lot of the time there's kind of, this guy left because Jack called him a cow and shit like that, and then fucking they started the IRA. The I can't believe it's not the IRA, and then the fucking there's just I'm nicking Patrick Kilty's joke, but it's the same thing, same idea.
There's 3 different sections of people. There's groups that support the Assad regime.
I can't believe it's not ISIS and shit.
There's the people that support the Assad regime. There's which is the Syrian army, and I can't remember who the fucking other ones are. There's ISIS, who are just like outliers, and then there's like the rebels, and then there's like the Kurdish socialists and the Kurdish the freedom fighters and the peacekeepers with big guns. I don't care who are meant to support.
I wonder if they're in a group. I wonder if there's a group there that are just like, what are we doing? What?
That's why I assumed.
Who do we shoot?
That's why I assumed the Kurds were.
Aye.
But then I got moaned at by somebody for assuming that they were the peacekeepers because they've got big guns and they're shooting cunts.
Aye.
But it's a fucking big huge. I don't know who I'm meant to support.
There's got to be somebody in Scotland that understands a wee bit more than what we do. We need to get them
Obviously,
fucking in.
there has to be definitely somebody that knows more than me.
We need to get them in for a wee guest spot, man, because that'll be interesting to go through, and we could fucking talk about the I can't believe it's not the ISIS and shit like that, the stuff. So that'll be interesting to get on, man.
Aye,
cool.
Totally. After that fucking brain turd. Oh, Giant Christopher.
Oh, there you go. Giant Christopher. ISIS equals a figment of CIA imagination.
No.
CIA created Islamic State intelligence services, so created their own terrorist.
Nah.
That's some Alex Jones shit.
No.
Right,
See,
there, is it not?
this is right. So,
Chris also said Russia can confirm going dark web. You find shit. The dark web is for mental conspiracy.
the dark web
Alex Jones
is
passion
cool
as
for
well.
some stuff, but it's also unverified a lot of the time.
Whistle blowing
Right.
stuff.
So I'm going to explain this CIA ISIS thing. There's people going about saying that the US and the UK created ISIS, and I've said this as well. But the reason people are saying this is in the sense that ISIS have existed since the fucking 90s. ISIS as an organisation existed since the 90s. They were way before this really big shit happened. They've been there for fucking years before anybody knew who they were. The problem is that when we invaded Iraq and Afghanistan and all these countries, we destabilised the Middle East. We got rid of people who had it under control, people like Saddam Hussein, who I don't like, but he admittedly did have these groups under control. So ISIS at one point, the leader of ISIS, joined Al Qaeda in order to make their organisation more powerful. And so Al Qaeda was beginning to get fucking huge press because they were going about suicide and cunts, and they were fucking doing, I would say amazing
Terrible shit.
I would say
Terrible
amazing stuff. Amazing for them, bad for other people. So they were getting a lot of power and money and all that shit. And then there was a fallout, and then they split sides, these different Islamic factions, because they disagreed on certain things. They wanted Islamic power, but they wanted different versions of Islamic power. They had different ideas on what was happening. So when people say that the US created ISIS, they created the situation that allowed ISIS to be ISIS, who they are right now. They didn't physically create, they didn't need to. We funded Al Qaeda to fight the Russians. There was no need to create an ISIS. There was already an enemy there. There was no. If we created ISIS, that was a huge fucking waste of funds, because there was already an enemy there. There was no need to create that. That's a figment of people's imagination, and I don't know why the people who think the CIA are stupid. Why would the CIA waste billions of dollars funding this hidden ghost terrorist organisation that's existed since the 90s in order to bring them into the limelight in 2005, other than just fucking Ye's Al Qaeda, who we already knew we funded? Why would they fund two different organisations? That's a huge waste of resources that they didn't need to do, and then they need to waste more resources to fight them. That's a fucking terrible idea.
It's an absolutely terrible idea. It comes from the same people that think that chemtrails, the fucking government's trying to poison us, and they themselves
But they weren't,
by default.
But as you know, Stephen,
ridiculous.
chemicals have boundary lines.
Aye, totally. Nah, you seen this chemical-free perfume and shit like that as well. Chemical-free. It wasn't perfume. What was it? Tablets or
it
something?
was a Zika virus sort of protection thing.
Aye.
It was a medication
Just
to stop
amazing.
the Zika virus.
Aye.
100% chemical free. Oh, really? You've got a vacuum in a bottle. Well done, well done.
It's absolutely amazing that people are like, oh, it's chemical-free.
Right next, did you see what it was right next to?
No.
It was next to a link saying that the Zika virus was a hoax made up to scare people into this thing. So
Jesus.
it's either a hoax or you could buy this shit for $99. That's
man.
chemical free. What the fuck? People
Fuck's
are
sake.
bored for this shit.
Right, I'm waiting. Right, what's Christine? Russia. Look at V, where a lot of B technology / weapons come from. Russia.
What?
Look at V, where a lot of B technology / weapons come from. Russia.
Right.
ISIS didn't exist. It's used by our media to portray a collective of rebel
No, they
factions.
did exist. ISIS did exist.
Right.
You're talking about Al Qaeda, which is a database.
Let's not argue
He's
via
mixed-
the internet. Listen, let's not argue via the internet. Just we'll put evidence up. That's how we do this.
It's
But-
an easy explanation. He's mixing up Al Qaeda with
Chris is
ISIS.
not going to believe you just because you're saying it.
But Al Qaeda is a
you
database.
explain it. You explain it. Then let Chris back and forward.
He's mixing up Al Qaeda, which is a database, or which was explained to be a database, with ISIS, who are an organisation. ISIS existed in the 90s. Existed before all this came to light. They've existed for fucking years. The guy that was the leader of ISIS before he got killed existed years ago. He's always been the same guy. Al Qaeda was said to be a database of different terrorist organisations, which hasn't been confirmed. But he's mixed up Al Qaeda and ISIS there.
Right.
They're two different things. ISIS is an organisation. Al Qaeda was said to be a database.
Right. Cool. I personally think the argument is going to kind of go back and forward, and it's going to be you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. What we should do is put evidence up that supports your side, and then people could argue later. Mere views for the podcast. That's how that works.
Yeah.
So that works. So let's move on to the next story, son.
To clarify though,
Yep.
I also used to believe what Chris is saying.
Aye.
So it's not as if I'm coming to this with the sort of brainwashed by media. I believed exactly. Like I believed the Tim Osmond thing as well, until I read the actual document everybody referenced, and it showed the complete opposite. But I used to believe all this stuff, so I'm not coming into this blind. I actually have looked into this, and I've seen it. So
again, I think it's just going to go back and forward.
Oh, it will. It's totally will.
We're not going to change his mind, but we can put the evidence up. And then, this is what I like to do, put the evidence up. If you didn't fucking read the evidence, then shut the fuck up. Don't bother talking to me again. It's absolutely fucking pointless. If you're not going to read the stuff, then you're obviously not fucking interested. I'm quite happy to be fucking told I'm wrong. And then if I read I'm wrong, I'll be like, okay, fair enough, I was fucking misguided, I was wrong. But these fucking people, they just will not take it fucking in. You show them the fucking evidence, you shovel it into their fucking stupid heads, and they didn't read it. That's what fucking annoys me to the core.
You've seen instances where they've posted evidence
talking about fucking cannabis curing cancer. We show them the fucking scientific experiments by them and their peer-reviewed scientific fucking experiments and fucking their full evidence, and the fucking sometimes they even post the stuff up and it absolutely disregards everything that they've just finished fucking saying. Oh,
because
sorry.
they read nothing past the title.
Because they read nothing past the title. They didn't read the fucking stuff. So, Crystal, I challenge you. Read the stuff. Please read
what
the stuff.
No.
We'll put the stuff up that you could read. Please read the stuff. And then we could argue about that later on. But let's not prolong the podcast and making it just a dumb argument. Right. Well, I agree with what Craig is saying mostly. So, I'll stop arguing. I've just fought my including. He agrees with what you're saying.
Right.
So so my whole outburst was unneeded.
See, because it wasn't we weren't disagreeing.
No.
There was a mix-up with two different names.
Right. I'll shut my post next time. Right. Anyway, next story, son.
Oh, shite! There's still two stories. The last one's funny though. The last one is no serious. We could be all serious. We could argue and call each other cunts.
Perfect.
And then, but although I think Chris is probably going to agree with this one. This is against Israel.
Okay.
So this
is one we've seen.
Pariah!
I'm
going to get sacked. So the UN Security Council has voted to condemn Israeli settlement construction. That's a fucking big thing, isn't it?
It's huge.
I would imagine.
Pretty fucking huge.
The US and the US has been sort of Israel's big brother, which is also kind of why I didn't really understand this idea that America is Israel's bitch. Mm-hmm. Like Israel is the big powerful country, and America just does what it wants. It does whatever Israel wants, because it's America that's been protecting Israel for fucking years. Mm-hmm. But this time, Obama allowed the US ambassador to abstain from voting and agreed not to veto the decision to show annoyance with Israeli settlements. And to back this up, the Secretary of State, John Kerry, also harshly criticised Israel over the settlements. So,
shit.
The reason they're doing this, the media thinks, is because Trump heavily supports Israel.
Right.
And they think at this point it's fucking useless because Trump's already just going to agree, so they're just going straight full out on Israel. I wish they'd done it fucking 8 years ago. But
what a crazy last minute decision.
Well, this last minute decision, all these last minute decisions have been fucking amazing. If he'd done this 8 years ago, just put out a protection in law for atheists.
You talking about Obama's didn't do this?
Obama, just put a protection order for atheists so they can't be discriminated against for being atheists.
Good.
He done that for gay people. He done it for. He finally shut down fucking Guantanamo Bay.
Finally done
it. He's fucking now criticising Israel a shit ton. He's moaning about the fact that he didn't manage to get the level of Obamacare. I hate calling it Obamacare.
He's done all this in like 1 month.
Aye. Ever since fucking...
He's had fucking 8 years to do all this shit.
Aye. Like, for 8 years he's been saying, it's been hard getting it through the Republicans. What the fuck happened in the last month? The Republicans fucking went to sleep.
He's cured AIDS. He's cured cancer and everything in the last month. He's like, it's been so long.
You've not fucking done this 8 years. Like, what the fuck has happened? Crazy. And now he's heavily criticising Israel. If he had started doing this sort of shit 8 years ago, he'd have been a fucking fantastic president. And yet he's fucking waited till the last month when he's no longer going to be there.
It's good because most people get to this stage and they're like, fuck it, I'm away soon. I'll just relax, sort of thing. But he's like, fuck, I'll just bash out this last month of work. unbelievable. Pretty cool that he's doing it.
No, it's prick moves.
It's an absolute prick move, but at the same time, it's cool he's doing it.
It's cool that he's doing it eventually.
And getting it, just starting it so
but
that...
fuck me.
Could Trump come in and just say, nah, we're not doing that?
Trump could totally just revert. He's
bypass
going to
it.
hear the Senate, he's going to hear the House.
So you could just bypass everything.
He could just fucking undo it all.
Right, so it's pretty pointless.
Oh, it's fucking... Jesus Christ.
Right.
So Trump's very annoyed at this
That's good
move. And he said on Twitter, because this is what Trump does, he just goes on
He's
Twitter.
always on fucking Twitter.
But he's not the president yet,
He's
so he's
me.
not really got anything.
Right.
He's just got Twitter. He just moans on Twitter.
Yeah, totally.
As to the UN, things will be different after January 20th. So it seems that he's planning on sort of removing the condemnation.
What is it, him or one of his party people? He's a...
Him.
Is it... well, he said it, but...
Aye.
Has it been pushed forward by some? Because I honestly think that Donald Trump doesn't ken half the stuff that's happening.
Donald Trump's got no fucking idea. Donald Trump has advisors all around him.
That's what I keep saying to people. I'm like, fucking, don't you worry about Trump. Trump's a fucking idiot. Trump doesn't care what he's doing a lot of the time.
But the problem is though that Trump is. The problem with Trump not caring what he's talking about is that he's getting fucking involved. Then he fucking care what they're talking about.
That's it. Because I was like, don't you worry about Trump. Don't worry about the fucking people that's there with him. That's like fucking...
Mike Pence, the most he's more homophobic than hip hop. He's fucking... he is really bad. He's just a hateful fucking... he's a total cunt, puss, dickhead.
Christ.
That's my fucking mature insult for Mike Pence there. Come ahead, Mike Pence.
Suck a bag of Dukes, Pounds, butter.
Mike Bellend. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Aye, shit. What did Christopher say?
Banter. Shit got real. ARE. A racist cunt got in. There you go.
Right. Cool.
I don't personally think he's racist.
I don't think he's racist. I think he's stupid.
I think he just said...
I think he's too much of a capitalist to be racist.
Aye, he said so much racist stuff before, but it was getting him attention.
Aye,
and he already said a lot of that fucking stuff that he said during the campaign.
He's probably more xenophobic than racist.
Aye.
But also, he just wants to say what most people want him to say.
It's like the same way
He
Katie Hopkins
probably
gets
does not
through.
fucking care.
Aye. The same way that Katie Hopkins does.
Aye.
He's got like a wee guy saying, just say something funny, say something racist. That'll get through.
He's a total psychopath though.
Oh yeah, totally. Aye.
Well, I don't actually
Listening
think
fucking
he's genuinely, like, personally racist. He has to not give a fuck about the feelings of the races that he's offending in order to say it without care. So he's got some sort of psychopathy, but I think he's too focused to be actually racist. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he is.
Maybe he is a big giant fucking racist.
He might totally be a big dirty racist.
This is just us thinking out loud.
As just an assumption.
I made logos for controlled burn, SOS kind of things. Julian then messaged him a few times using it as a profile pic. Wonder if he liked it. I think you know what I mean.
What's controlled burn?
Control burn, it's Jay, Hazy and Cab, I think. Am I right in saying that? Control burn? Rappers.
I know who that. I thought.
Rapperism exists.
Oh, the one that done lighters.
Julian then messaged him a few times. I don't think who Julian is. SOS kind of things. I don't know what he's talking about.
I reckon what he's...
Shit, sorry Chris, I don't know what's happening.
Message
here.
Donald Trump.
I think might talk. Aye, maybe. Julian then messaged him a few times using it as a profile pic. I doubt it. I doubt Trump is actually fucking... No, they're from the USA. Oh, fuck, that's the group that was... Oh, shite, totally. Aye. The group that was... in it, Danny's club thing.
Right.
The guys for LA. I think. LA, I
remember that, because
I'm right in the scene.
Chris got in touch with one, message.
That's the guys we're going to try and get on. Totally,
right,
exactly.
Right,
that's it.
Right.
There you go. So they might well have... Aye, totally.
You sent it to Trump? Sent something to Trump?
I think so, aye. They done logos for them, Chris.
For Trump?
No, Chris done logos for Controlled Burn. And Julian, which I totally is making sense to Julian for Controlled Burn, fuck's sake. Right. Takes a while, Chris, for it to dig into my fucking stupid
I've still got the idea, so you're going to...
Julian is a guy from Controlled Burn.
Right.
Julian had messaged Trump a few times.
Asking if he's racist.
Probably. But Chris is wondering, I wonder if Trump liked the pictures.
Nah, they're probably shit.
I reckon if he's as bad a worker as Robert McMenemy.
To be fair, I think if Donald Trump liked them, he'd get in touch.
Probably, aye.
Because he's so business minded. He would probably just be like,
not really worth a fucking shot, Chris. Actually checking out, but
"I message
for it.
Donald Trump yourself." Just be like,
aye.
"Oh,
Your day logos, mate.
just put a swastika on it, hidden somewhere."
A wee swastika in somebody's eye or something. A wee Darren Brown thing. Fuck it, subliminals.
So here's the bit that I think Bill Mayer should have been listening for, because this bit's. I really wish he was sitting next to me when I said this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it is. I'm looking forward to reading it. But I savour this moment before I read it as well.
For it. We'll get him a phone recording of him just going, yes!
You bastards! You fucking Israeli cunts!
Yes, Shabbos, lads.
Right, so here's what Yahoo said. Are you ready for this, Chris? I think Chris supports Palestine, isn't he? He's all for the refugees and that. I think he is. I think he's a big lefty communist. So
It's no confirmed anything yet.
Netanyahu, who's the Prime Minister, President of Israel, said, the fucking audacity. He said, at a time when the Security Council does nothing to stop the slaughter of 500,000 people in Syria, it disgracefully gangs up on the one true democracy in the Middle East, Israel, and calls the Western Wall occupied territory.
Oh.
What a fucking audastic prick. I don't care if that's a word.
No.
The fucking
We'll use it
gall.
anyway. We'll coin it a word.
The fucking gall of that cunt.
Oh, aye.
The
The
fucking...
audacity.
There's nothing to stop the slaughter of 500,000 people in Syria. Wow, you've fucking got a cheek. You've got a massive cheek. Holy shit. The fact that he said that and didn't even laugh. What the fuck? I genuinely can't believe he said that.
I wonder if there's people going like in the audience. She's like, what?
Really?
Shut up.
Really? Fuck.
Every time you say Netanyahu, every time you mentioned it, I think you might as Yahoo. Every fucking time. The big
What, 'cause he's
Jewish.
Jewish?
Well, the big Jewish fucking reggae singer.
Oh, racist.
Unbelievable. Just Yahoo at the end. Yahoo!
Is it Netanyahu or Netanyahu? I keep saying Netanyahu.
Netanyahu I've heard before. A few times. Probably just you saying it.
Oh,
I imagine.
probably. What did he say? Ban religion.
There you go. It's a great band.
He probably isn't even religious, that Netanyahu is too much of a psychopath.
Yeah, he probably just says he's religious to make people happy.
Areas... Oh no, shit. So this is the last thing.
Right. Do you say we're going to cause an argument or something with this one? No.
No. It's funny how it sort of confirms racial stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of a racist, not like a negative racism. It's like just apathetic racism.
Alright.
Like it's not saying black people are shit. It's saying that black people do exactly what you think they do,
Right.
which makes it kind of funny in a way.
When you go.
So
Be
there
brave.
was a report done showing sort of what people's political and cultural views are sort of side by side with their entertainment stuff. So it was like it checked what TV programs are watched in liberal areas and what TV programs are watched in conservative areas, and then we've got what TV programs are watched in black areas.
Right.
There's a place in America called the Black Belt.
Alright.
It's like where all the
Is it like in the south or something like that?
it was a pit where most of the cotton fields were. So
Right.
all the slaves were sort of brought through these parts, and so they've just been sort of left there.
Oh.
And it's a lot of poverty and shit like that. So there's a certain part in America called the Black Belt, sort of ex cotton field workers and ex slaves and stuff like that. So that's where they stay. And so areas that mostly watch Family Guy, Big Bang Theory, and Modern Family mostly vote.
Conservative or Republican?
No, liberal.
Alright.
Areas that mostly watch Duck Dynasty,
Just keep going.
Deadliest Catch, and American Dad mostly vote Conservative.
Right.
What's hilarious is that the Liberals watch Family Guy, and the Conservatives watch American Dad.
Aye.
Can you see why
Aye.
American Dad is the CIA guy?
That's
The
amazing.
Conservatives are so stupid. that they didn't realise that American Dad is taking the piss out of them.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just like, oh, this is funny because I relate. What the fuck? That's fucking amazing. That is absolutely fucking amazing to me. And do I guess what kind of shit the black people are watching? Have a guess.
It's no the Cleveland show or something, is it no?
No.
That would have been hilarious.
I did purposely look for some of
Oh.
that. But no. It's a Loving Hip Hop.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Black people watching that.
No, people love Kim
Kanye
Kardashian.
West, I suppose. Kanye West in it.
And she's got a fat ass, son.
Aye.
I imagine. I think. Is she known as?
Aye, she's got
right.
a big fat
Quality.
booty.
And 106 in Park.
What?
So the black people just like hip hop all the time. So,
Jesus, right. Fuck's sake.
so as I say, it's not like malicious racism. It's
No.
like it's just
pointing
pushing
it out,
stereotypes.
totally.
It's just so that was quite a funny thing.
That was interesting to hear about.
Aye,
Just the American Dad shit, though. It was funny.
that was funny. Eh?
Right.
Duck Dynasty. Of course they watched Duck
Duck
Dynasty.
Dynasty, man. Fucking hell. What a terrible, terrible programme.
Oh,
You couldn't even like that in real life whatsoever.
probably no. They're fucking multi-millionaires, you know.
It's crazy. Like, again, Joe Rogan was talking about this.
Oh fuck!
There's a few videos online of them, like, outside the programme,
Like behind the scenes, isn't it?
behind the scenes stuff, where they're just talking away normal. They're not like, cart the fly and shit like that. They're not like fucking proper southern dickheads and shit. They're not actually like that.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's amazing. And the thing I found out the other day was obviously when you seen the programme Catfished TV show.
I have apparently it's fake.
Aye, aye. It's an MTV show. Obviously, it was fake, but there's a lot of the stuff sort of figured out beforehand. The MTV kins all the stuff, but they make Neve and the other guy try and figure out themselves, sort of thing. So they ken exactly who they're going to find before the MTV producers know exactly everything. But they have to actually go to the doors and get them to sign a waiver, and then they shoot like a pretend go to the door scene and shit like that. It's really quite fucking irritating. So it's interesting to find all that shit out. And there's a lot of
Surely they could just get the waiver signed afterwards, because the waiver's for them to not show you on TV.
Aye.
It's not to not film you.
I think it's just keeping themselves right as best they can.
Although
so,
they're in their house, so they wouldn't need to get a waiver to sign them in their house,
I think so. Aye.
to film them in their house.
Aye.
Even. Fuck, that's amazing. Did you watch that Catfish?
I watched
The film?
I
initial.
caught it much later on.
So did I.
Eh,
I'd actually watched the seasons before I watched
well,
it.
I watched Catfish. I got halfway through because I had to go and do something that day, and I was like, shit, I watched this in the time and left it for like 2 years or something. And I've seen it again, and I was like, holy fucking hell, that's mental.
It's weird, isn't it?
And I was like, holy shit. And I was like, then I checked up online and about it and shit, and they were like, oh, there's an MTV show. It's like 6 seasons or so. I was like, German. I'm
Two
gonna
of them, no?
No, there's about 6 seasons.
Is
now.
there?
Aye, there's
Fucking
loads of
hell.
them. Loads and loads of them. Some fucking mental people out there, though. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Some fantastic stuff. Like, it's great to watch.
it must be,
But,
awkward. To...
oh, man. Pwah. Amazing.
Seems like a
amazing
huge
stuff.
waste of time. Aye. Whatever gets
Crazy.
someone.
That's it. Well,
That's everything we've got.
there you go. That's the end of the podcast. So we're going to get into the last tune. This last called Natalie McCool with a track called Pins. We'll be back next week, 7 o'clock.
You forgot to put the email address and shit.
I never do that. I'll always say it in the link.
Oh, do you?
Below. Aye.
Vote Solidarity in May.
Ugh. All the links will be in the
And buy a
description.
Cubot.
All the links, including the Qbot link,
Aye, do it.
will be in the description, either on YouTube or SoundCloud, wherever you're listening. Check it out. This is Natalie McCool. Pins. Peace.
Peace. End.
I can feel the pins in the lining of the bird we made. You stuck like a splinter in my finger. You know how much damage there is to be done. And so I have to take a hot needle to get in there. 'Cause you prick and chip away just for fun. Sometimes I think we're like the tortoise and the hare, and I just followed the trail you tread like a thread. And we wove in and we wove out of each other. guess I couldn't see the patterns, but I could feel the pins in the lining of the bed we made. I know there's still an aching, the stitches that were sewn. It came on like a white hot shark, and I know it's the end. I don't wanna play or pretend. I'll fall to my knees and I'll purge you out. And when you're gone, I hope I'll feel like we never met. Thank God I didn't have to dig too deep, 'cause you never had my heart in the end. But I can feel the pins in the lining of the bed we made. I know there's still an aching, the stitches that were sewn. It came on like a white hot shark, and I know it's the end. I don't wanna play or pretend, pretend, pretend. I don't wanna play or pretend, pretend, pretend. Da 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 da, da da da, da 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 da, da da da, da 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 da, I know what it feels like to be hurt, and I know what it feels like to have cracks in the surface. I know what it feels like to be dragged through the dirt. Yeah, I know what that feels like, and I can feel the pins in the lining of the bed we made. I know there's still an aching, the stitches that were